Alright, I'm gonna try to remove these old quarter fender studs. I don't know if anybody else has had these issues yet with these, but when I got my truck, they were all rotted out. So I went over to Freightliner, picked up some new ones. They're about 28 and change a piece. And then I don't remember how much the actual nut and bolts were for them, but it wasn't too bad. So I'm gonna cut this stuff apart and try to cut them out and see what happens. Hopefully we can get the new ones in so I can put these quarter fenders on. They've been sitting in my damn garage now for over a year. All right, so these are the old ones. If anybody ever has to do this, I ended up cutting through. Let's see if it'll focus. I cut through over here, but the problem with that is they're sleeved. So you're gonna have a hard time. And the bolt's pretty thick. These are, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch thick. But these are the new ones. And if you look carefully, let me see if I can get some sunlight. You can see there's a big old sleeve inside there. I'd say it's about 2 inches of a sleeve. So if you have that issue to where they break off or rot off like mine did, how there's only pretty much that much sticking off of the frame here, when it's over here, it's a pain in the ass to cut them off. And to get the bolt off, you ain't gonna be able to do it. You know what I mean? It's almost impossible to get them off unless you got like a oxyacetylene gas torch. So I just cut. I used a grinder to cut through as much as I could, and then after that, I used a sawzall with metal blades and cutting fluid, and just work your way through, because with this leaf spring bracket here, you got plenty of space to cut. So that blade, you can run down through there and cut. Just take your time with it, because when I tried rushing it, I already went through 2 blades quickly. So just coat the blade. See, this one's just about dull almost, and I still got to do one more. So take your time, cut it, lather this fluid, the cutting fluid, all over it while it's in the groove, like how this is. When this was on here, I had the blade in it, and I just kept putting the cutting fluid in around the blade and into the actual cut itself, and just work it. And eventually, you get it cut off. All right, here's the other side. As you can see, I already cut through it a good amount with the grinder. I'm gonna try to see if I can reach some more of it, and then back with the sawzall. But yeah, as you can see, the inside, try to block out some sun. The inside of it, I mean, it's just, you're screwed. It's all rusted together and it's breaking down, and trust me, it's not gonna come off, because I started banging some of it out on the other side and it wasn't coming out. It would just flake off some of the rust, and there's no way you're gonna be able to get a socket onto the bolt to try to take it off. So your best bet is to just cut it. Well, there may not be some Hodge built fenders, which I'll probably switch out at some point later, but they do need to come down a little. I wish they were a little longer anyways, but it's better than nothing, because it's been, the back of this cab on this truck is all jacked up. And yeah, some of it's dirt, but most of it's honestly like pitting and all this crap. So for now, it's gonna do a whole lot better and keep this more protected back here. And hopefully in the spring we get this all painted up. But I'm satisfied with it. Also, if anybody knows about these air tanks, I know I got extra fittings here, and I want to hook up an air chuck for pumping up the tires a lot faster. I don't know if there's some sort of restrictor that's for the airlines going into the trailer, because when you hook these up, you can't get over about 95 to 100 psi to your tires if you're trying to use those. At least that's the issue I'm having. So if anybody knows anything about that, let me know. Like I said, I'm going to probably put a ball valve on here to shut it off with an air chuck, so that way I can just plug the line in when I need it and then keep the ball valve closed. But if anybody knows, please let me know. Thank you.